So I don't know about you guys, but being organized for me is one of the most difficult challenges in my life. I'm very go, go, go. I'm very spontaneous. I get a lot of stuff done, but I don't always stop to think about what I'm doing and organizing myself. And at this point, I've kind of hit critical mass and I feel cluttered, I feel messy. So today, in celebration of the 1,000 subscriber mark, I thought I'd try to solve that problem. When I first started this channel, I had no intention that it would kind of turn into the all-time consuming thing it has. In fact, when I first started, I had a bunch of people tell me that trying to start a theology channel on YouTube, I was told was basically impossible. Wow, this styrofoam does not want to come out. Oh, this is gonna make a mess. Yep, oh yeah, all right, new plan. So I'm not telling any of you this just to brag or be like, oh, look how cool I am, look how far I've come. Because by all measurements, 1,000 subscribers isn't that much. But for somebody who didn't plan on taking it this far, I feel like we've come a long way. I've learned a lot, made a ton of mistakes, but also had some really cool success stories as well. Every time you guys comment on a video or hit me up on Instagram or Facebook and just say, hey, love the content you're making, it's a big deal for me. And that encouragement is actually the thing that kept me going. Transitioning from churches to different jobs to moving to a whole different city, it's been crazy. And if I'm being honest, we probably didn't need the pressure of a YouTube channel on our plate during that transition. Man, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this came in the box, filthy, dust everywhere. Look how dirty this is. Oh, that's disgusting, you know. With most things that are pretty difficult, God has a way of kind of showing up and showing out, not to use too churchy of a phrase.
Please, no, no!
And now, here we are. A big part of my life is now making content for you guys. Without sounding too cheesy or too corny, it's honestly a blessing. And finally hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark, it might sound cool, but it also helps me out a ton because now we're able to monetize the content we're making. And basically what that means is, if you've clicked on any of my videos in the past year, you've probably had to watch an ad before you watch it. Maybe one pops up in the middle or maybe at the end. And that's just how YouTube makes their money. But now that I've hit 1,000 subscribers, I get a little bit of kickback from every single ad that you guys watch. Which is really cool because it doesn't take a dime out of your pocket, but it does help to fund shenanigans like buying new storage containers for the studio. Am I the only guy who makes a mess when they get new stuff? My wife is gonna kill me because we gotta vacuum all this up. So here we are, 2021, and things are looking up. Look how filthy this was. So as the saying goes, some men are born great, others struggle to create YouTube channels. Fancy keys. Forgot this thing comes with wheels. I don't know if I'll use them or not, but it's cool if I ever need to roll a bunch of gear around. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Christina will be home in a little bit and we're going to talk to you more about what this channel looks like, what the vision is as we move forward. This isn't really an in-depth theology video at all. This is just kind of an update to let you know where we're at and how life's been going, and really just trying to paint a vision for the future, what we're doing. So I'm probably just going to spend the next hour or two really organizing my office, and then we'll jump into some festivities. So this is it. We are finally in the new studio. There's some stuff we'll probably change around, but this is it. We put up a new backdrop. I say we, the wife kind of made a new neon light. Sign. So yeah, we are working on getting new gear. We're working on doing kind of different styles. I know a lot of you have liked the theology videos we've done so far, and I want to continue doing that, but we want to do them in a way that's more engaging, maybe get outside a little bit more. It's Florida, so it's hot, so getting creative is going to be key here. I know you guys can't see the rest of the studio. Maybe I'll give you a tour at a later date, but it takes a lot of stuff to make this happen. So that's what we're aiming for now. We are trying to go full production mode, taking time out of our busy schedules to really push this thing. So we did it. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Funny story, so we hit about 1,000 subscribers last week, I think, and my wife had the bright idea. She's like, oh, we should go get a cake and do a big thing. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. But we weren't ready to shoot the video yet. So this cake has been sitting in the fridge for about a week, and I don't think it's gonna be edible. But yeah, that's it, 1,000 subscribers. So as always, we just want to thank you guys, everybody who's subscribed, liked, commented. That's a big deal for us. It's got us to where we are today, and I know it's only going to get bigger, so thank you. If you are interested in partnering with us, we are really starting to let people know about our Patreon account. Basically, that's where you choose a small fraction to donate to the channel, just to help us do small little things. For the price of a cup of coffee a month, you can really help us budget for all this stuff, because right now it's just coming out of our pocket, and that's fine if that's what it continues to be. But if you want to partner with us, be sure to check out the link to the Patreon below. When we started this channel about a year and some change ago, we didn't know that it was going to grow to this, and we're really pumped it is, but it's really caused us to look at the vision. Like, what are we trying to do here? Creating theology videos is fine. Creating cool travel vlogs is cool, but we really want to focus in on A, like, what are we doing? What are we trying to say? And then B, who are we saying it to? Because I think that's really important. From Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, from you guys just commenting back and forth with us, I realize we've kind of hit this niche where there's a group of Christians out there, and maybe we can kind of split them up into a few categories here, but there's a group of Christians out there who have maybe walked away from the church for whatever reason. Maybe they had an issue with it, maybe they're hurt by the church, burnt by the church. They haven't completely abandoned their faith, but they just don't feel at home in a church communal setting. And I've noticed quite a few of those people reaching out to us on our YouTube and saying, hey, love the content you're doing. I don't really attend church right now, but I'm so grateful this content exists because it feels like a good middle ground. It feels like a bridge in between. We're pumped to be able to create that kind of content for people in that boat. So if that's you, thank you for reaching out to us. And that is a huge encouragement. And it lets us know kind of where our viewers are at and what you guys are looking for out of this content. The second type of person we realize is really starting to engage with our content is the Christian who maybe attends church, but they have a lot of questions, and maybe they don't feel like their current church or any of the churches they've attended before are either doing a good job of answering their questions, or maybe they've just been shot down or shamed for asking the hard questions. And if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that asking the hard questions is what we love to do here. So if that's you, once again, reach out to us. Let us know those hard questions you want answered. Let us know what kind of content you want to see. We really want this to become a safe space for people to ask questions, get creative, get outside of the box with their theology, not so we can go crazy left field with it, but so that we can ask harder questions to get deeper, to really refine our theology. And then I think the third type of person who's really kind of reached out to us over this past year is somebody I would say is in deconstruction mode. Someone is like, I had faith, I'm not sure if I have faith now, I haven't totally thrown the idea of God out the window, but I'm just not sure. I've kind of just torn the whole thing down, and I'm open to new ideas. I'm open to starting fresh. If that's you, I do think this is a good place because we try to go out of our way to not assume that everybody knows everything, right? We don't know what level you're on. You don't necessarily know what level I'm on. So I've even done things in the past where we were talking about Moses and like the 10 Commandments and New Covenant versus Old Covenant. I didn't assume that everybody knew the baby Moses in a basket story. So we just try to fly through that really quick. So if you'd heard the story before, it's just a quick recap. But if you haven't heard the story, it gives you the context you need to get to the deeper theological point. So if that's you, let us know once again what kind of stories, what kind of content, what kind of theological questions you might have. I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but we just want to thank you guys for all the support you've given us. We didn't plan for this. We had no idea that the response you guys would give us would really kind of push us over the edge. We haven't done any kind of like crazy marketing or anything to get here. It's just happened organically. And that's really the cool part, is it's not really me or us driving the channel. It's you guys who watch. So thank you again. It stretches me as an individual. I think it stretches both of us to continue to make this kind of content. It's not easy. It takes time and a lot of effort and definitely a lot of intentionality, but it is you guys and the responses you have and the questions you have that really motivate us to keep going. So thank you guys again, all the support. You guys are awesome. I know this was a little bit of a short video this week. You had to watch me build a cabinet and kind of clean up the office space, but thank you again. We will get to some theology videos next week. We got some cool ideas, some other people we're looking at partnering with. Also, don't forget, we do have a podcast that we're trying to upload weekly, so it's just another way for you to get more content. It feels a little more intimate, maybe a little bit more behind the scenes. We cover some stuff on the podcast that maybe we won't put the time into making an entire video on, so it's always worth checking out that podcast. The links are in the description below. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. I wish we had enough cake to share with all of you, even though we probably probably won't eat this one. We might try. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. You're awesome. 1,000 subscribers. Huge deal. Big deal. Super pumped about it. And we will see you guys next week.
Did you say bye?
Hmm?
You just said we will see you next week. Or do you normally say like peace, or is that just on the podcast? It's flying in the air, exploding.
How would it fly?
Do you see what I mean?
No.
Exploding.
Oh.
It'd be pretty cool.
Where else would you explode it?
Outside. Can you see it?
I guess.
That's funny. Smack. Give me my own YouTube channel.